This is the pot my grandmother made chicken and dumplings in for 50 years. And this is her recipe for rolled dumplings. Start by placing a 3 to 4 pound chicken in the pot and add half of an onion and a few stalks of celery. Season the chicken with salt and black pepper. Add water to the pot just to fully cover the chicken. I also add a teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon or a bouillon cube at this point. Bring this chicken to a simmer over medium-high heat and then let it simmer over medium for about 30 to 40 minutes or until it's 165 degrees. Let the chicken rest in the broth for 30 minutes. This will make sure that it comes out nice and tender. Use a couple of forks like this to pull the chicken out of the pot and let all of that delicious broth drain out. Then you can use a pair of tongs to get the onion and celery out. Then ladle out about 1 cup of broth. And you want it to still be warm because the warm broth will help ensure that the dumplings come out nice and tender. For the dumplings, you start with a cup of flour and a pinch of salt. Mix that together and then make a well in the center of the flour and pour in a little bit of your broth like this. Then use your hand to pull in a little bit of the flour at a time to make a soft dough. And just keep working until the dough is no longer sticky. Once it comes together like that, put it on a floured work surface. Now we're ready to make our rolled dumplings. This is a sticky dough, so you want to use plenty of flour. You can even add extra flour as you're working with it, and it won't hurt the dough any to use plenty of flour. Then use a knife to cut it into long strips like this. And you want these to be about 1.5 inches wide. Now peel up a strip at a time and take it to your pot where you have your broth nice and boiling. You want it to be hot when you add the dumplings. Now take the long strips and break off individual dumpling pieces about this size. Add it to that boiling broth. And then once you have them in, you don't want to stir it at this point. Just sort of give it a nice little shake to cover them in the broth. And that way you don't have to worry about tearing up your dumplings before they've cooked. Once you have all your dumplings incorporated and they're nice and they'll look fluffy like this, that'll show you that they are done. Add your little bits of your chicken back, however much you'd like in there, and then let it simmer for a few more minutes and serve it. We like to serve ours with rice to soak up that delicious brothy gravy. The flavors here are so simple and comforting. I hope you enjoy it.